They keep coming? More? Yes, he knows! They were on your forehead, I could see them. Half the field gone, we still here? For a player of my caliber to play in this spot, forget it. You had a 9? You didn't? Feels like destiny. Just simple as that.
Do it all now, top corner like all in. Lit the fire when you doubt it, now I'm all in. Put me with the best, bring the stars in. Undefeated mode, no falling.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, the city that never sleeps, this is Chris Marlowe inviting you to join me for one of the most unusual sporting events of the year. From Binion's Horseshoe Hotel and Casino in downtown Las Vegas, it's the World Series of Poker.
Well, good morning to you. Here we are at the Binion's Horseshoe on the Strip. It's funny because I used to go to the Binion's Horseshoe downtown when I first started coming to Las Vegas. Oh, man, something nostalgic about it. But anyway, we feel good. Listen, this is a grind of a tournament, right? We know how this goes. It's 1 a.m. to a little after 1 a.m. every day, grinding hard, 9 different games, all the pros, tough competition, and we fight hard to the end. So we're going to give all of our energy to it, you know? Listen, this isn't a tournament where we're going to have, drinks and stuff like that. We're just going to focus. But if we were going to have drinks, you know what we do? We definitely take a Z-Biotics, right? Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic Drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night, drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. Because zbiotics.com/Daniel, you can save 15% off. Use promo code Daniel, right, when you check out. Yeah, I got Z-Biotics with me, but like I said, the 50K, we want all our wits about us for the entirety of it, and maybe we'll celebrate with some vino, some Z-Biotics and vino after it's over. In the meantime, we're looking at 11 a.m. and just not going to do anything but like lay here for a bit and, soak up as much rest as we can. But like I said, feel good. Day 2, big stack, ready to get her done. Okie dokie, shirt of the day. We're going Limpin Is Pimpin, okay? So we're playing 9 game, right? Some of the games we'll do some Limpin. We'll do some Limpin and Raz, maybe some Limpin and Stud. Not as much in Stud 8, but maybe some limps there too. So we got the Stud formats. We got PLO. We're going to do some limping in that. Maybe some spots for No Limit Hold'em as well. So about half the games, there'll be some limping. Maybe even 08. A lot of limping. Because limping is pimping. Alrighty, let's take a look at the day 2 table draw, right? Here we have yours truly. You got Jason Mercier on my right. That lucky guy is Kane Callis, David Benjamin, the grinder, Michael Mizrachi, who's got the big chip lead. He's won this thing 3 times. And then Dan Smith. So interesting table with my button position having the 2 kind of like more willing big bet players on my left. Probably, you will probably snug it up a little bit in that spot. Let me see if that text message went through. I don't want you to see it. Hold on. I'll see you soon. All right, let's check out the rail today, see if there's anybody interesting over here. I have a feeling you wrote a song. Or you look like a songwriter type. Would you happen to have written a song that goes something like this?
Daniel Negreanu. Come on, Sean. And he loves it. He's our biggest fan.
There you go. That's so cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
He actually wrote the thing on Spotify.
You have a great wife. So I have
to
blame you for it. Okay.
Yes, he doesn't like music
so I will
at all.
follow you at some point of my life.
All right, I don't know if you noticed it, but when he sang the song, something sounded off. Something sounded off. Because wait a minute. That wasn't you singing it.
No, we hired somebody. I played the handpan and my producer played the guitar.
Yeah, because I was thinking, you don't sound Irish at all, man. It's Daniel Negreanu, the man, the myth. It's like that. And you sounded like New York almost. All right, 548.5. Just lost the stud pot right here. That's why we're a little bit late. I got a PLO hand to tell you about. Freight's in my way over here. Got a PLO hand to tell you about, but I'm not sure I'm gonna have time. I gotta run and make a coffee. Hey people, how we doing? You know, working. All right, for you people, I always got time for a hand breakdown, right? Coffee's brewing, ready to go. Let's talk a PLO hand, okay? Big blind is 3,000. Jason Mercier in the cutoff limps. I'm the button. I have ace, king, queen, jack with the king of clubs. The rest are hearts. I make it, what do I make it? 10,000. Grinder calls from the big blind. Now the flop, and so does Jason. Flop is ace, five, deuce, all clubs. I have that king of clubs, so, you know, and I also have the ace, so I have a lot of stuff I'm going to end up doing in this pot, right? Check to me, I go 11. I go 11, you know, just potentially just win it right there, and if not, we're going to do battle on later streets with that king of clubs. Also, if the board pairs, you know, we're the ones that can represent the aces, so we might be able to win the pot that way against flushes. So I bet 11 grinder calls, and then to my surprise, after a little bit of a tank, Mercier makes it 48. What the hell can that hand be? He doesn't have a king high flush. Must be the 3-4 of clubs. So I'm like, for value, that's what he's repping when we got that. So I think like, well, I can't really do this anymore. I have to just give up. I mean, am I just gonna like play the king of clubs when that's not even the nuts? So I just folded. Grinder calls. The flop is a king. Check. Mercier 78 grinder calls. River 3 goes check, check. Mercier showed the 3 of clubs. He had 3 pair. Ace, deuces, and fives. He was bluffing, but Grinder was gonna call. He had the queen, jack, 6 of clubs, and he, you know, he flopped the flush. So just a crazy spot where I'm like, all right, here, how much are we going for? And then, yeah, exit stage left. Okay, let's take a look. Great hand. Let's take a look at how many. What do you just keep? They keep coming. More. Okay, remember the other day when I told you no 8, and everybody's in. 9 was just. If you have a 9 in hand, you just win, right?
I had a 9.
You had a 9? You didn't. This is a crazy one. I should tell you about this one right now. Let me see. We'll wait till I fold that. There was Omaha 8. If it's 4 bets to you and you have a 9 in your hand equity goes up 73%. Right, Ben? It's pretty much 73%. I'll tell you about the hand. The hand's crazy big. Wow. All right, this hand is so crazy. We're playing Omaha 8 or better. Benjamin opens for a raise. King Callus, 3 bets. Was 4 bets? Wait. You 4 bets?
Raise, 3 bet, cold call.
Yeah, raise, 3 bet, cold call. I call the button with ace deuce, jack 9. Grinder comes 2. The grinder has, you know, whatever. Now the flop, big pot, right? Now the flop comes 9-8 deuce. Bet, call, I raise, call, you know? Now I need basically a 9, but you know, the 9's got to be live. Just turn into 9 of spades, goes back to a flush draw. Now my man Jason leads for me. Okay, cool. Now we can push the low draws out. Boom. Did you call? I forgot. Yeah, you folded there. And then so he calls. River is the 8 of spades. King bets. He calls. I raise. King calls. He folds. Ace deuce jack 9. Follow. You're never gonna sleep because of that hand overhead. I should tell that hand because that hand was crazy against Grinder, where he 4x pot river in no limit hold'em against Jason, who folded aces on queen jack 7-5-5. He folded aces. Did Grinder have it? Look over there. He says he had kings, of course, yeah. He just 4x pot kings on the river. All right, what are we playing? 08? Let's play it. 16. Tight is right. Fold. All right, nothing crazy there. 749,000 to end level 8. Happy about it. Lost a few triple draw pops. One near the end there. He's so fucking good. Why'd you come on the break? I was sitting there the whole damn time. The worst time ever. I gotta go make pee. I can't hang out.
Hello, buddy.
I'll be back in 15. I always wait till the break, man. Dang. All right, we are off to dinner with 722. Just bluffed off 35 in a single draw pot. It's okay, it's fine. We're just calm, cool, collected. You know, we know what this takes. Steady. You know, we really haven't had a lot of turbulence. We've been above the average the whole time. So we go off to dinner break, chillax, maybe take 20 minutes, close the eyes, feel great. You know, we're doing it. Half the field gone, we still here. onwards. All right, just had a little nap and did a little thinking about that last hand, which is always what I do when I close my eyes. My poker's on the mind, and I just thought of something makes sense. Last hand was single draw, 5-handed. I open under the gun with 3, 4, 5, 9, king. Johannes calls in the small blind and the big blind. Andrew Ye calls, and now Johannes draws 2. Andrew 1, me 1. What does that mean when he draws 2 there for 3x pot? What you should realize is, not only does he have a three good low cards, he probably had pair information as well. So what does that mean? Well, if he has pair information, and I bet after the draw, more likely for him to call, because he's like, well, it's hard for you to make a hand. If he had, let's say, all the deuces, hard for me to make a hand. So just to know, we're not going to call it an oopsie. Just a thought, okay? So he called 35K. If I'm going to do it in that spot as a bluff, probably need to go bigger, but I didn't exactly have the hand texture to do that with, so that's fine. Give him 35K, and we'll go get it back right now. All right, let's see. Take a look at this field over here. I believe we got. Is he in a pot? Never in a pot. Why are you never in a pot? You're never in a pot.
I just lost aces.
But you look good. I like this outfit. It's cool. And you got chips. How's the pain? Are you feeling good?
I feel good now. On break, I feel a little bit of pain.
Okay, but you can power through this like nobody, buddy. Let's go. Okay, this is the field. Here we got a Phil Hellmuth sighting. He's finally awake after he slept for 33 hours preparing for this. Straight, no breaks, except to eat a hot dog in between. That's about it.
Taking a lot of time off.
There's another table over here. Here's our table for the day right now. The Blade, Aaron Katz, Benny Glaza, 3-time bracelet winner this year. Miula, Johannes, Philip, Andrew Ye, and me. All right, Phil, question for you. This one's important, okay? Omaha 8, 4 people in for 3 bets. You're the button. What is the most important card for you to hold to play? Which is the card? Which is that key card? Yes, he knows. A 9. I won the biggest pot, 400K earlier with. Well, I had ace deuce jack 9, but the 9 is what did it. See, he knows. He knows about the 9. He knows about the 9. He knows. We end level 10 with 740,000. Could have been heaps if I went gamble crazy mode, but we're not going to do that because we're good and we know what we're doing and we don't have to gamble in these spots. But this spot there was 2 actually. First one, PLO. They're both PLO hands. I open under the gun with Queen 10-9-8 with 1 suit. And to 15, 2.5 bigs. Now Benny Glaza, who's got chips just like me, pots it to 54. Philip Sternheim wastes 25 seconds before re-raising with obvious aces. So here's the spot, right? I know his hand is 2 aces, for sure. It's on his forehead. Benny very well could have 2 aces too for re-betting me there, and if not, ace king. Against those 2 hands, like if they both have aces, ooh, that's a good spot 3 ways. However, it's still a 3-way gamble, and you know what? I'm better than that. I really don't need that. I don't need that in my life. You know what I mean? I can wait for a better spot. So I folded, and I would have won, but such is life. And then another one. Johannes raised. Philip potted again. I'm on the button with 8, 9, 10 jack. 3 spades in my hand. I folded, and I would flop it with Queen 7-6. So would have got in on that with the wrap, but he's easy does it, you know? My chips, look at them. Steady boy. Steady boy. No need for me, for a player of my caliber, to play in this spot. Forget it. Now when this guy has aces on his forehead, they were on your forehead. I could see them.
They're showing my eye.
Yeah, see ace. Look when he dents his eyebrow like that. That's an ace.
Like this.
And that's the other
Like
ace.
this?
Yes.
That's the ace, yeah.
And it was aces. All right, we've got a nice massage here from Karma. We're going to add her to the rotation.
Still in.
Recommendation from
Yeah,
Crystal.
this massage is
You're still in. Look at that. Good massage over here.
Still have the
We
same
got,
putter.
if you remember that gentleman, that's Bryce Yockey. Good omen. I've got 707,000. As you can tell, looking at this chip stack, it's every level. I mean, I dipped to like 550. I lost a couple limit hold'em pots. Button raised, I 3-bet ace-4 suited. I called king 8, blocked jack 7-7. I bet, he called, and I said, no, 8, 9, 10. And turn was an 8, and he had king 8. And then I 3-bet ace 9 of diamonds, comes king, queen of diamonds. No other diamond, I lost to jacks. triple draw, deuce 4, 4, 5. Had a few, whatever. But we're doing good. 707. Average is 760. We're 42 left. I feel incredibly calm. Good job. Yep, she's added to the rotation.
What?
She's added to the rotation.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Rotation
Hi.
part 2.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to the fans out there?
Hey, buddy, I'm doing my vlog. What are you doing over here? You doing a vlog?
Doing it together, brother.
Okay, what do you got? How much you got?
400.
That's plenty for you.
Grinding.
Good job. Good job. So we got 707, like I said.
6 hold and no limit.
Yeah. Hold on one sec. I'll be with you in a minute. So yeah, I feel very calm, relaxed. It feels like destiny. I see Bryce here at my table now. Good positive memories. Feels like destiny. It's simple as that. All right, we got 30 minutes left tonight. This level's been our first bit of adversity so far this tournament. This whole thing, I've just never win a limit hold'em hand. I lost all those limit hold'em hands, and those are expensive because there's a lot of bets being put in. Additionally, the other hands I'm losing are triple draw. Triple draw is expensive. There's a 3-bet, bet. You draw. I keep having like deuce 3, 4, 5, deuce 3, 4, 6, deuce 3, 5, 7, and ended up with nada against guys who make their hands. So that's frustrating. But we won a stud 8 pot, which kept us alive because I was down to 240. And now, listen, in a normal tournament, you look at what we got. I got 1, 2, 3, 20. I got eight big bets. That's a lot of bets. It's not as a lot of bets though in triple draw, which we're playing right now. So I just lost one with whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, 30 minutes. Work to do. And just like that, lost another triple draw pot. 1 card 8, red dealt, and then I didn't make anything. I made an ace. That's no good. So I have 20. We're playing no limit now. We switched to no limit hold'em. Like I said, 20 minutes left. I got 23 big blinds for no limit hold for 1 round. God, triple draws really killed me. And limit hold'em, like I said, just didn't win any hands in those. But we're here, y'all. Having a blast. 36 left, pays 17. We gotta focus up on just winning every single pot we play from here on out. Well, we're through. 317, I won a stud pot. Going down, we had 2 9s with a queen. Yeah, he was pretty. I blocked your 9. Yeah, you had 2 outs, I caught one of them. So I had queens and jacks before we won that one. But we have 317,000. Oh, you had more than 2? What? Oh, you had another card? Okay, there's that. There's that. Okay. 317 is our finish point. That's fine. Average is 917. Tomorrow, we'll jump back in it. And spin. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.